How's it going for you in your efforts to distinguish opinions from non-subjective realities? Have you been practicing when you're watching the news, or you're watching an interview with somebody, or you're hearing a couple people have a conversation out on the sidewalk? Are you practicing picking up when the discussion completely revolves around matters of opinion or preference? I got a Coca-Cola here, and I wanted to ask you, what's better, Coca-Cola or Pepsi? Well, I asked the question wrong, didn't I? There is no such thing as which one's better. There's no such thing as one being better than the other. There's only such thing as which one do you prefer, right? There's only such thing as which one do you prefer. Last week I told you about seeing these folks getting into an argument about whether or not that stand-up comedian was funny or not. And we talked about how there is no such thing about whether he's funny or not. You know, that as some kind of non-subjective truth. But there is such thing as, is he funny to you? Right? And so I was thinking about some other things where that applies. And people get real bent out of shape over what just amounts to opinion. Coke versus Pepsi is one of those. And believe it or not, you know, I tell you that my friend Jeff and I disagree on so many things. There's one thing that we agree on. We both prefer Coca-Cola. Can't really stomach Pepsi. But it's just a matter of opinion, like my Uncle Beetle says. Recently on some social media platform, I was watching a conversation about the new Batman movie. It's called The Batman. And one feller on there, I reckon he was probably in his early 20s, was getting real bit out of shape. Anybody dare say that they didn't like that movie, The Batman. And he would go into this big old presentation about why The Batman is the best Batman movie that's ever been made. There's a perfect example of somebody who is unable, has not learned to view opinions as just opinions. You know, my mentor Dave Selvage used to say that opinions and 50 cents will get you a cup of coffee. That's about what opinions are worth. You know, they may be worth a whole lot to you, but outside of that subjective bubble, they really don't carry any tremendous value for anybody else, do they? So this feller, him arguing about the Batman being the best Batman movie of all time, and going on and on about why it's the best Batman movie of all time. I mean, really detailing it out, comparing it to these other movies. I mean, no matter how convincing he is, I mean, is him pouring all of his emotional energy and time into this argument going to turn what is purely subjective into some non-subjective reality? No. So really the entire argument that he's presenting is a demonstration of why he likes the movie so much, right? And there might be a lot of reasons why the movie is so beloved by him. I thought it was okay. It had good production value, but boy, it drags. It drags. And I don't think it's going to stand up to the test of time, but there you go. My opinion, and 50 cents will get you a cup of coffee.